because I will never allow anybody to have that much power over me to where they're taking me out of character. You don't know who God is going to remove. Somebody who you think that's good for you, that will be the first person that God gonna remove. Just detoxing your life and just going through that healing process. You have to let go of that old. Baby, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up a receipt. I have never got that low in my life to where I felt as if the devil won. God is not gonna allow anything to happen to his children. Remember, like being at my lowest, I had nobody else to call on but God himself. You know, you can love people from a distance because I'm somebody's wife. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Alyce, and I am back with another girls chit chat. It's been a minute since I had a girls chit chat on my video. For those who are interested in the last ones, I will put the link up here somewhere, wherever it follows on the screen. Also, it will be the end card at the end of the video. But as you all can tell from the title, this video will just be pretty much a life update and how to just detox your life and just get on the path that God has for you and the purpose that he has for you. So for you all that have been following my journey, your girl have been through a lot, and I believe that everything took a major shift earlier this year. And you all, I've been giving you all bits and pieces on what's been happening, but I just felt as if it really wasn't my time to share, because I was still in the process of going through things. I was still trying to figure things out, and it was a lot this year. I kind of had, you know, like I said, gave y'all bits and pieces of what was going on. So, you know, I feel like it's time to just share things, because I know it's a lot of people can relate and do have a lot of things going on. So we're gonna go ahead and share it now, y'all. So if you guys are interested into hearing what I have to say, then just keep on watching. So I'm gonna keep everything just, you know, short and straightforward. I ain't gonna go through too much because I want to keep the video at a certain amount of time, but without still rushing the process, if y'all know what I mean. But like I said, at the beginning of the year, you all know, like I was on my path of just trying to just detox my life, and I wanted to get back on a path of walking with God. I wanted to just know him a little bit more, and you know, I felt good. I started journaling. You all was knowing that. So a part of me just detoxing my life, y'all, I started to clear everything out. And it began the end of last year. So when you want to detox your life and you just want to start just getting into that path and walking into your purpose, one thing that I did, well, several things that I did, I started out by clearing out my emails. I started clearing out my text messages, because your girl, baby, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up a receipt. I am the queen for having receipts, baby. You said what? Oh no, you said this back in 2013. And that's just the type of girl that I was, past tense. So I'm not that girl anymore. So in order for me to just heal fully and just move on to walking into my purpose and just be more in the image of God, I had to get rid of all of that stuff. So like I said, I deleted old emails. I deleted the whole thread on certain people's messages, and it's just like I had to get rid of it, y'all. I had to get rid of it. Went and deleted voicemails. I had just old journals and just stuff I used to write about. I went through and detoxed and cleaned everything up. Now it may sound a little crazy, but when I tell you, it does really help, because the whole point of just detoxing your life and just going through that healing process, you have to let go of that old. You have to let go of that old. Like I say, you have to die to self. You trying to be a better person, you can't continue to hold on old things, especially old things that hurt you. And you know, we always getting back into that mood. We want to go back and start reminiscing. Yeah, I had to delete pictures. I deleted everything. I just got rid of everything. And when I say I just started to feel so much better, and you know, I was on a journey, and I was on that path to where it's like, okay, I want to start just doing things more, even if I had to start doing things by myself. So that was the end of December, you know, coming into January. And then you all know the beginning, that first week of January, it was that first Saturday, I will never forget. I was just vlogging with y'all and ended up getting a phone call, and you all know I had a family member that was sick and was pretty much hospitalized for 3.5 weeks. And I'm just, hold on, y'all, I'm sorry. So it was actually my dad. He was actually in the hospital for 3.5 weeks, and so much was going through my mind at that, because y'all know I'm a daddy's girl, and my daddy pretty much raised me. And I just, at that moment, everything that I was going through, and it's just, I felt as if I was trying to get my life right with God, and it just, I felt like I was just being attacked. I felt as if I was being attacked. And at that moment, you know, he got out the hospital and I pretty much, you know, I was taking care of him. I was taking care of him, and it was just so much that was just going on. And I think I told you, I pretty much gave up. I pretty much gave up, and I threw it in and I gave it up to the devil. I have never got that low in my life to where I felt as if the devil won. And when I say I cried, and I told y'all this, I cried, I got down on my knees in the bathroom and I gave it up. I couldn't take so much. It was so much, but at that moment, God had to remind me that, you know, he's gonna take you through some things, and he's gonna take you through some things, and all I have to do is just pray for the endurance and the strength to get through it, because I was at my lowest. And at that point, I remember like being at my lowest, I had nobody else to call on but God himself. So after that whole little shift was going on, I just kept on, I kept on praying. This is when I started doing my journaling, getting into writing, you know, the verse of the day. And that's when, at that point, that's when all of that started, because I was just so overwhelmed with so much. I didn't know what to do. Like, I just didn't know what to do. And like I said, I didn't have, and God, like I said, God will bring you to your lowest, to where you have nobody else to call on but him. And when I say God has done so many things for me, he's been showing up and showing out. And when I tell you, prayer does work. So prayer does work. So after that whole little process, I was doing all that, I just felt my life just getting back on track. So I kind of just, you know, after I was doing a church online, and once I was done pretty much doing all of that, I started going back in person. And when I say the praise and worship and just the presence that I was feeling in church, y'all, it just felt so good. It just felt so good. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do this. So I continued to just pray. I just wanted to continue to just detox my life and heal. So when I say I had to let everything go, I had prayed God to remove people that was no longer benefiting me. And when I say it happens like that, when I say that's one prayer you have to be careful about, because you don't know who God is going to remove. Somebody who you think that's good for you, that will be the first person that God gonna remove. And I just remember praying that, and what had happened, and the people that he removed, and it just stuff started happening. And like I said, and stuff started to shift even more. And it's just like I said, that was the whole process of God pruning me and just making me a better person. So I'm like, okay, if all of this stuff happening, and need I remind y'all, while going through all this, when I say God was cleaning up that inside, he was cleaning up the inside. And when I tell y'all, it's all about the inside. Once you clean what's on the inside and get what's, it's going to start reflecting. It's going to start reflecting on the outside. And when I say I just had a glow. And when I say I just went out in public, y'all know I was vlogging all this, I just had people just staring at me, and it was just so much, and it was just crazy just how just God was working in my life, y'all. So that pretty much just got me on the path that I am right now. And then, you know, everything was good, and then, you know, I started getting my life back on track, and I started putting God first. When I say once I started putting God first and seeking him first into everything that I do, when I say that's when that peace and that joy just came. Out of all the chaos that was going on in the world, it's just like I had peace and I have joy, the fruits of the spirit. And when I say it just felt so good. And like I say, for those who know, it's a peace that you can't explain. It's something that you can't explain. It's something that you have to taste and see for yourself. It's something you have to taste and see for yourself, because when I say the prayers, like when I say your girl's a prayer warrior. And it's to the point to where my friends know. My friends will call me and ask me to pray, like, and I love it. And I just love it. I just want to have that just such a beautiful soul. And it's like people know that about me. Like I say, I'm still a work in progress, and everything is still, you know, God is still working on me, and we're not perfect, but it's just the peace that I have, and it's just, I can't explain it. And then it's just so much that kept happening. And then just recently, you know, my mom was hospitalized, and that actually, it didn't bring me as low as what happened earlier this year, because like I said, by this time I got faith. I have God, and I know exactly what to do. I didn't give up. I had faith. And when I say I just been putting God first, and when I say he shows up and he shows out, and so that right there, and I'm like, Lord, and that's how I know, like, I'm a walking testimony, because when I say prayer works, y'all. When I say I will literally just sit and have conversations with God as I'm just driving. When I say silence, I'm driving, I'm walking around the house, And just, I'm really talking to God. I be having 15-20 minute conversations with God. He say lay it all out, and I like lay it all out. And it's like I don't complain about things, but I just let him know what I be grateful for. But I also let him know, like, God, what's going on? You know, I just talk to him regular, and that's how he wants. He wants you to come to him as you are. Coming to him as you are. And a lot of people, you know, misinterpret that for just clothes. Come to church as you are. No, it's come to church as you are, as far as like your spiritual, like where you at. Come to church as you are, and he will do the rest. All you gotta do is just make an effort. Just make an effort, and God will be there for y'all. So when I tell y'all, it's just so much that's been happening in my life. And like I say, I just started putting God first, and everything else is just lining up. Everything else is just aligning, and I'm just so grateful for everything. And I know I probably just feel like I'm just all over the place, y'all, but the things that God has been doing for me, and I just sometimes, you know, sometimes I try to go back to that old life, and you know, I try to go out and do this and do that, and like, and when I say it's just, it doesn't excite me anymore. It doesn't excite me anymore. And that's one way to know how you are maturing. You are maturing, and God is working on you. Is when, like I was telling y'all, is when old things you used to do does not excite you anymore. My old desires is not my desires for more. My desires are lining up with God. And that's why I say God will give you the desires of your heart, but it's also going to align up with He wants for you. So once you start changing, that's how you know. That's how you know. And when I say, and it's just how I respond to things, like the girl don't get upset anymore. I'm just at peace. I don't get upset anymore. And I've had people tell me that, oh, you're just too happy. I feel like I'm just sitting too low. People tell me that I'm just too happy, and it's just, I'm not gonna say I'm too happy, but I have faith. I have the man above, because He showed me one too many times that He would never leave me or forsake me. He would never. And that's how I'm telling y'all. I have so many testimonies, but we're not gonna go too much into that right now, because you know that part of me is still is working. But I just want to let y'all know, just, I'm not forcing anybody to turn their life over, but I'm just telling y'all what God has been doing for me and how He's been changing me. There has been a shift in my content, and I know that I kind of slowed down a little bit because I started to idolize YouTube. I started to idolize this camera so much to where I was waking up editing, vlogging, I was going to sleep editing, vlogging, and I didn't have no time for anything. And that's how I knew, okay, we gotta pull back some. So I took a long break, which you all didn't know because I had so many videos that was backed up, because that's all I was doing. You all didn't notice that break, but when I say I needed that refresher, and I say when God starts to isolate me, that's how I know, okay, we finna level up. And just this morning, when I say, it's just, I'm having these dreams, and I'm like, Daniel, I wish Daniel could interpret my dreams for me, y'all. Y'all know how he did that for the king. But just interpret my dreams for me, because I'm just trying to sit here and realize what the connection that it has. But it's like I woke up, and that's why I said I decided I want to do this video. I wanted to do this video because I just wanted to let y'all know it's just never too late for anything. God has never gave up on me. One thing about it, He's not gonna chase you. He's not gonna force you. He gonna knock. It's up to you to open the door or not. It's up to you to open the door or not. And like I said, you do not have to be perfect. You do not have to be perfect. You don't have to wait until you pay your debt off. You don't have to wait until you do this. If you drink too much, you want to wait till you stop drinking. You don't have to do any of that. Because one thing I can tell you, God knows. He knows what's going on. He knows everything before you even announce it. So if it's something that you really want to do, like I had told y'all last summer when I was going out, I was drinking like crazy. And I prayed that, you know, Lord, just change my ways. So I continued to go out, and I'm telling you, as I was drinking that same drink, that taste was getting so disgusting. God was removing that taste from me. He was removing that from my life. And it's just, if it's something that you're serious about, He's going to help you. He's definitely going to help you. And when I say, yes, I still do things. There's still things that I have to surrender to. But like I say, don't nothing happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. I'm still being pruned. I'm still being shaped. And God's working on me. He's definitely working on me. And there's so much that's conflicting to me right now, and I'm just trying to figure everything out. But like I said, God, He's gonna reveal to you when you're ready for it. Evidently, it's some things that I'm just not. Everybody has like different levels of faith. Everybody, that's why I say I judge nobody on where they're at. And like I said, I'm no longer a babe in Christ. You're maturing in Christ. We no longer on milk, baby. We on that meat. We on that meat. And like I said, I'm trying to go through them deep waters with God. I'm trying to go through them deep waters with God and trust God, and just trust and know that He's gonna make a way. And He's always made a way. And I just look back at my life and the things that me and my kids was going through, and I look at everything now, and it's like I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. And though I was never really perfect back then, which I'm not perfect now, like I said, he never gave up on me. He never gave up on me. He's continuing to work on me. And like I said, yeah, I backslide. And I just know when it's God is calling me. So like I said, this morning I had woke up with a dream and I felt the whole shift this morning. So at this point, and I keep telling y'all, like, I'm at a place in my life to where I only want the best for me. I only want the best for me. If you are not benefiting me, if you're not speaking positivity in my life and you're not wanting me to be a better person and just a better woman, a better mother, like I don't need you in my life because there's nothing you can do for me. And when I say the people that God has placed in my life right now, they've definitely been that one. I can call every last one of my friends up right now and I can talk to them about God. I can pray with them. I can do this. I can do that. And guess what? They're happy for me. They're happy for me because I've had people, you know, come to me and say, oh, you talk about God too much, this and that. And that's okay. Because at that moment, that's how I know, okay, I'm done. You know, and that's it. That's all. Because God comes first. Once you center God, you center him in everything that you do. Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom and all else will be added unto. And when I say y'all, I'm starting to understand that scripture more and more and more, because when I say favor, God has been showing your girl favor. And when I say I feel so good. I am 34 years old. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting to where I want to be. Like I said, I woke up and I know I deserve so much more. And I know there's so much more that God has for me. I just got to put a little bit more into it. I have to show God that I'm capable of doing this. And that's where I'm at in my life. So I don't know where that leaves things. I really don't know at this point. And like I said, I'm still trying to figure things out for myself. But for those who just been wanting to just heal and just be on just a whole journey, just woman involved. Like I listen to a lot of different podcasts. And when I say once you start surrounding yourself around like-minded people, that's who you're going to become. That is exactly who are you going to become, because I'm like a sponge right now. And when I say I take in so much information, and when I say I'm retaining it, I need to learn something new every day. That's what everything is done with intentions. Everything is done with intentions, and that's just the journey with where I'm at right now that I'm on. That's where I'm at. I just want to continue to place myself in rooms, and God give me these opportunities to get, you know, for me to be where I'm trying to be. Surround me around like-minded women. That's where I'm at. And I say you have to make that first step. You definitely have to make that first step. And it's just, there's so much shifting, because like I said, there's a lot of things that's no longer exciting me, and I just feel it. And like I said, at times I force myself to go out and do things, and when I come back, I just feel empty. I feel empty, and it's like I could have done without that. And that's how I know God is changing me. But y'all, it's just been so much going on in my life. So if you all are on the road of just trying to heal yourself, just go through healing and just detox, and just start by just deleting everything. Start by deleting and start over. Like I deleted so many emails, and I got rid of subscriptions. I've lowered bills. And when I say everything does take time, and some people may think they don't have anything to do with it, and when I tell you, it has a lot to do with it. It has a lot to do with it, because once you delete that stuff and you let go of that old and you put on that new, baby, I'm telling you, it's an experience that you can't explain. It's an experience you can't explain, and I'm still learning myself. So I try to come to y'all and talk to y'all about God and certain things. I'm bringing y'all along my journey, and I'm letting y'all know what I'm learning along the way. You know, y'all teach me some stuff too. You know, put me on. If I'm wrong, let me know respectfully. And it's like, that's just a journey that I'm on. I don't care who I lose along the way. It's not my problem. But this is what I'm on. And I just overall want to become a better woman, a better mother, a better daughter, a better sister, a better mate. Like, that's what I'm trying to be. Because your girl, God pruning me for my husband. Because when I tell y'all, he getting your girl together. Because I'm somebody's wife. You can't tell me that I ain't nobody's wife. And I'm very old school when it comes to a lot of things, y'all. And when I say I have such an old soul, because y'all know I had Jabriel very young, and it matured me early on. And I just sit here and I just think about all of that, and just all the events that happened in my life. And it's just, I had to go through it. Because if I didn't go through that, I would not be where I'm at today, and I would not be the woman that I am now. And when I say I know I don't let anything upset or irritate my spirit. I don't allow it. I do not allow it. And it's to the point to where it's just, I don't care anymore. And that's how I know I'm maturing with Christ as well, because I don't care. There's no one out here that I hate. You know, you can love people from a distance. You can definitely love people from a distance, but I don't care. I don't let nobody interrupt my spirit. You can never, and you can never, and if I feel as if you're taking me out of character, you're trying to take me back to that old person, baby, you gotta go. Because I will never allow anybody to have that much power over me to where they're taking me out of character. And that's how another way that I know that I'm maturing. So when I tell y'all, get rid of the old. Get rid of the old. And I'm gonna say, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's a process. You're gonna backslide. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. But it's a process. It's definitely a process, and it's not gonna happen overnight. You have to allow yourself grace as well. But when I tell you, it's well worth it in the end. It's definitely well worth it in the end, because everything that's just been going on in my life, and like I said, with my parents, and just everything is just being put on me, and I just feel as if I have no one. But I have someone. I have my father. I have my father, and he, like I said, he would never leave me nor forsake me. And like I said, there is so much that I'm still learning about him and just understanding and how he works. I do so much for people, and I just do it out the kindness of my heart because I'm a genuine person. I don't care how you treat me. Because guess what? By me continuing to be kind and nice to you, you're going to be trying to figure out what she got going on over there. It's going to change the other person. I mean, that's just where I'm at. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I just want to, you know, some people try to take me there. But like I said, I don't surround myself around that people, or I don't put myself in environments like that. I just don't. So it's just something you have to want for yourself. Like I said, and at this point, I can honestly say that your girl has healed from all the past relationships and hurt and trauma and everything that went on with my childhood. During this year and this whole process and everything that I've been going through, and I just been surrendering to God and just laying everything out, I feel like it's a big release. Because at that point I felt, because I was at one to where I'm healed, I'm this, I'm that, and going relationship after relationship after relationship, and everything was still the same. And I had to give it up and let it go, and I had to focus on something else, y'all. I had to focus on something else. And when I say focusing on God and just focusing on myself, and just like I said, being in isolation, I'm at a good place right now in my life. And it's everything from just detoxing my life, getting rid of that old, putting on the new, and just wanting to become like a better person. A lot of you all know that I've been reading up on the women of the Bible, and I just love it. And like I said, nobody was perfect back then, but I say these beautiful women, like it's just something about them. It's just something about them. I read about Queen Esther, I read about Ruth, you know, Mary and Martha, and I just felt as if I was always a Martha. But it's not always bad to be Martha though. But when people say Martha, we always think that she's just too busy. She's too busy, and that was me. I'm always too busy doing something. I had to be doing something instead of just being still and doing what God wanted me to do, like Mary. And that's where I'm at in my life. I'm trying to be less like Martha in that area and just be still. Be still and know that I am God. It's another one of my favorite scriptures. And when I say just being still and just letting God just be in control. Just letting God be in control and just stop stepping out, you know, and just trying to do things on my own, because we can never do things on our own. And what God has for you will be for you. And when I tell y'all, once you get to a level to where the devil know he can't get to you anymore, he's going to start using people around you, and he's going to start using people that are the closest to you when he know he can't get to you. And when I tell you that becomes very hard, because like I say, y'all, when I say I'm such a kind-hearted person, and when I say, and that's why every day I pray for understanding, I pray for wisdom, and I also pray for the gift of discernment. Because when I say the devil, he can't break you, but he started using people around you. Because at this point, things that happened this year, it wasn't nothing happened with me, really. Nothing happened with me, as you all can see from what I was telling y'all. It was more so family members. Things were happening with family members that really literally broke me and almost broke me. You know, I done got to a point to where I've been there before, and you can't break me no more. So when I say you have to use your gift of discernment, just continue to pray for discernment. Continue to pray for understanding and also wisdom, because without all of that and without God, I would have literally just broke. I would have literally just broke this time. And like I said, I'm at a level spiritually to where, and mentally to where it can't bother me anymore. And out of all the chaos, your girl still has, you know, her joy. She has her peace. And I'm going to continue on this road, and I'm not going to let anybody disturb that. I'm not going to allow anybody to take that away from me. I'm not. Y'all seen, read the book of Job. Read the book of Job, and that's something somebody had recommended to me when I was going through what I was going through earlier this year. Out of all them things that Job went through, he never gave up. He never gave up. And when I say family, everybody died. everybody died. He done took his riches away, the animal, when I say everything, and yet he stayed faithful in prayer. And he never gave up. And God gave it back to him. Said he stayed faithful. He definitely stayed faithful. And everyone around him wanted to just question God and be like, you should hate God for this and hate God for that. But he never gave up. And that's where I'm trying to be at. Just, I never want to give up on God, because God gonna bring you through it. God is definitely gonna bring you through it. And when I say I just have this shield around me, I have a shield around me. And when I say God has his hands on me, he definitely has his hands on me. And when I tell you, once you get to this point, when I say God is not gonna allow anything to happen to his children, God is not gonna allow anything to happen to his children. I don't care what nobody say. So when I tell y'all, it's up to you. It's definitely up to you and how you want your life to be. Like I said, I'm not trying to force anybody to do this or do that. I'm just letting y'all know just the things that's been happening in my life and how my life has been going. And yeah, you may have people that have everything going on and don't believe in this, don't believe that. But baby, that's not what we worried about. We're not going to be worried about these earthly things. We're thinking eternally. And that's where the treasure is. And I'm just trying to tell y'all, and that's what I'm trying to learn. I'm definitely learning, still learning. You know, and God he doesn't mind us having nice things. He doesn't mind us having nice things. He wants us to have nice things. The thing is, we can't idolize those things. The whole journey that I've been on, like I said, I know you all have seen a shift. There's been a shift in content. Like I said, I've lost people along the way, and that's okay. That's okay, because God has something in the works for me. And I'm not going to say much, but it's a lot of stuff that's in the works. And I'm grateful. I'm just grateful just for everybody that's in my life right now. The people he have brought in my life into just... Yeah, it's amazing. Like, your girl feel good. I feel really good. I'm in a really good headspace. And so is my kids. So it's my kids. My kids are just all I just sitting back and just letting them know like how much I'm just so proud of my kids. And I feel great. So just putting God in the center of everything and just surrendering and just not allowing to anybody to disrupt my spirit and just, you know, live life. You know, you only live once as well, and I just got to put myself out there and start doing things that I know that I was once scared to do. Stepping out on faith and, you know, making sure that this is God want for me as well, and not just, you know, thinking of my own. I'm putting myself in position. Like I said, he's definitely positioning me and getting me ready, y'all. And that's pretty much all I have for y'all today. It was just this pretty much, I know I probably sound like I was all over the place, but this is pretty much my journey throughout this entire year, just between my parents and everybody getting sick and just me, you know, giving up, and, you know, God taking me to my lowest for me to get back up to where I need to be. And just, you know, like right now, I just want to give back. So you all know I've been volunteering a lot, and it's just, I've been feeling great. And there's so many opportunities that I've been getting just coming, you know, from volunteering. And I'm just trying to put myself out there. And, you know, like you wouldn't think that I'm very shy, but your girl's shy. I am very shy. Now, if I know you, I'm a chatterbox. But baby, if I don't know you, I'm going to sit back and observe, and I'm going to be quiet. But I'm just trying to step out of being shy, because your girl is definitely a social butterfly. I am definitely a social butterfly, and I gotta spread the news. I am God's vessel. I can't be shy doing that, y'all. But you know, that's pretty much my journey. Just how he just led me and just gave me the strength to just get through so much that I was going through, from giving up and just having to take care of my parents. And it's just a lot. And you know, still having to be that mother and work, and just everything became overwhelming. But God got me through it. He got me through it. And like I say, he's not done with me. There's so much more for me to learn. And I just kind of wanted to share my experience and just everything that I've been going through briefly with you all right now, because some just said sit down and do a video, and that's what I did. So that's pretty much where I'm at in my life right now. You all got any stories, let your girl know down below. You know, just let me know where y'all at and y'all path of y'all, you know, trying to step back. Like I say, it don't happen overnight, and you have to allow yourself grace. Please allow yourself grace. And it's all I'm going to say. Like, everything is not going to be perfect. You're not going to have a happy life. It's not going to be peaches and rainbows, because you're going to have some storms. You're going to have some storm, but y'all know what happens after a storm. There's a rainbow. And so when you feel like you're being attacked the most, that's how the devil knows that God has you. But and the thing is, you cannot give in. You cannot give in. And I did it once, but I guarantee you he won't do it again. He won't do it again. But that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give your girl a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some topics on some girl chit chat videos, because right now this is just pretty much a life update and everything that I went through, and just how to detox your life. Briefly, I put that in there, but that's pretty much how it started. Just getting rid of that old putting on that new. But like I said, if you all have any topics for any chit chat girl videos, because I do want to do these a little bit more, because I'm just trying to get off into my purpose. A lot of you all know that I'm trying to be a motivational speaker, and I'm trying to just put myself out there and be able, if I can just speak more into the camera, you know, I'll be able to do that in public, which I can't do that right now. But if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give you a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in my next video.